I felt really inspired this morning. How many of you have ever read the book The Alchemist? I just started reading it about a week ago, and there is this section in the book where the king is talking to the shepherd and explaining to him about your vision in life and what you want to do. And he talks about what is your personal legend. And what that is what was your vision when you were younger of what you could become? Before all of the automatic programming came and made us feel like we are not good enough to achieve that thing. And when can you realize that the limitations that we place on ourselves as adults is all part of a program? And when you can start to dial it back to become the awareness that observes the program and that wants to take a chance on that vision, how you used to feel as a young child or as a teenager. And even by teenage years, you've accumulated a lot of that programming through relationship, through your parents, through your family, life itself. But think if you could be like a child that is free from the programming, free from the judgment of others. You're able to meditate that stuff out of the body. And you connect with spirit. You connect with the best version of yourself, like the topic of this channel. Most of my stuff is about creating our best selves. And I was really inspired when I got to that section of the Alchemist book about the personal legend, because I can relate to that personal legend as I was able to let go of all of the old programming, the thought belief, the what are you waiting for? If not now, when? Like 50,000 of those videos that people kept stealing the thumbnail and title for on YouTube. But when you discover what the real you wants to do, and there's a vision for that you are able to achieve that when you connect to something greater and start to take action. And starting to take action, example, I'm really inspired by people who are teaching a course on coaching. And coaching is something I'm very capable of doing, very interested. It's something that I was waiting for. And if I'm not going to start coaching now, when? And by the time you guys have seen this video, I've been coaching for probably 2 or 3 weeks now, because my videos are usually 14 days back. And think about that as a content creator. Make sure you have lots of videos ahead first. Sometimes you're going to hit rough patches where you can't film every day. What is your thing? Like I mentioned a few videos ago, your thing is very similar to your personal legend. And we're going to discover that through my videos here or some one-on-one coaching. Look me up. I've got lots of socials and links for that one-on-one coaching. There are ways for you to get a hold of me. But discovering the best version of you is letting go of the old version that thinks I wasn't good enough to do that. And what is the why behind not being good enough to do that yet? Is there a family member holding you back? Is there still that child and father relationship? You've got to do everything to be accepted by your father's opinion? Or is that being reflected to you through husband and wife? And is your wife making you feel like maybe that's not reality? People don't make money online. How are you supposed to do that? In the realistic world, we're supposed to work in the workplace and work jobs that is just a job. It's financial stability. But what if we could teach ourselves that we are good enough to teach people in the field that we love? For example, for me, in fitness and personal development, You could discover what your thing is. And if you're on this channel, I assume you're a very open person that's into self-help, into spirituality. You are willing to take the next step, like me and my teachings on this channel. What are you waiting for? And why haven't you started yet? Ask yourself some of these basic questions. When you start to take a chance on yourself, that's the taking action portion of this teaching, of these sessions I'm doing with you. I do them for free. Not everything is about making money. I started on here by just making videos to give value. That's what I'm doing. And I'm not making this personal development coaching thing a means to an end. I can quit my job now. I'm good enough. You guys know this is the path to monetization, the path to getting off the road as a long haul driver. But I don't let that life consume me. I am living as the personal development coach and spiritual teacher. And I am doing my work, God's work. I allow the divine to flow in. I make videos. I help people. Now I'm doing it one-on-one. I do it in long form and short form content. These are all things that if you're inspired by, you can start to create your own story like that on the topics that you like. Whether it's a video creator or just someone that likes to help somebody one-on-one. If you like fitness and going to the gym like I do, become a personal trainer if that's your thing. What is your thing? Think about that this week. Let me know in the comments below if you have an idea what your thing is, but you're very hesitant on trying to take action to make that a career or to make that a side hobby, side hustle, people like to call it. And what if that side hustle turns into your full time, But we have to start to live in alignment, and I aligned with that frequency, like I talk about aligning with the quantum field and trusting the universe. And now is the time for me to step into this next version. And I highly recommend checking out this video about trusting the universe and connecting with that frequency in the quantum field. And the more that you live in flow states, in elevated states of positive energy, we are starting to release the blocks to our creativity. Releasing the blocks. I made a very powerful video on being able to start using your talents again, whether you're into music, whether you're into self-help, fitness, you're into helping people with fashion. Fashion could be anything. There's tons of people on social media doing it. And it doesn't need to be a social media business, but because social media and YouTube is such a big outlet for being able to connect with people that are outside of your community, it's a good tool to use. It shouldn't be a means to an end that you only need to make money just online. There should be some in-person stuff there too, or some one-on-one through Zoom calls or whatever your preferred choice is to do some type of coaching. But you need to step into that version of you that is it now. And you step into it and you start living as if that thing has already happened. Just an example, when I took my personal fitness training program and after I passed the program, okay, I told the owner of the gym, all right, I'm ready to train, but I want people one-on-one is what I'm thinking to myself. That's what I'm comfortable with. And what did she want? She wanted me to do group classes. Do you think I gave up and said, no, I'm kind of intimidated. I don't want to teach 4 or 5 people at once. What if they don't like me? What if they don't like me? The old program again. I didn't let that happen. I thought about it, and right there in that second, I said, yes. Yes, I will do that. I will become a group trainer. It's not what I trained for. She didn't need any type of special specifications over and above the basic certified personal trainer. She said, what you have right now is good enough to do it. And she had the confidence in me, and so did I. I agreed. I said, yes, I will take on that challenge. And even though there was some anxiety leading up to that first group class, I woke up on a Saturday morning to her texting me on Instagram, asking me, are you going to do the class for 11 a.m.? It's like 9 a.m. here. I'm making my morning coffee. Yeah, there's lots of time to prep for that, eh? Don't make fun of my Canadian, eh? It's probably the first time I've said it on all of the YouTube videos, and I have almost 275, I think. But I had to, I was very overwhelmed, and the autopilot version of me wanted to say, no, I need more time for that. I don't know if I'm good enough for that. I observed myself and that doubt. And you know what? I overcame it, and I said, yes, I will do that. I'll be prepped. And I got my whiteboard right away, and I started studying some other YouTubers who teach circuit trainings. And I came up with some quick leg day and full body stuff right on the spot, right quick, right then and there. And I became a group trainer before actually the event actually happening. I became it, and I started to study, and I did it, and I made my big whiteboard like you see on some of my YouTube videos. When I do teachings, I make that whiteboard filled with the circuit exercise. So I came in there looking very professional. And also, I didn't allow the anxiety and the nerves to consume my body and my thinking and my feeling. When you train yourself to think and feel as a certain way, as a certain person, like I teach you guys on the channel, you start to become it ahead of the event happening. And that's what happened with this group fitness training. Is I became a group trainer. Okay, I had less than 2 hours to prep for this, but I looked at my wife, I said, I got this. And she agreed. I was already doing a lot of this stuff at the time, so I applied the confidence I have making long form content here and speaking the way I am with people in public, and the person I have transformed into, that has released all of the negative and living free. Life filled with freedom and love. And I brought that version of myself to my fitness training. And the ladies loved it. They loved me right off the bat. And I've done probably five to seven different sessions, and I'm getting better over time. And now I'm really stepping into it and being myself. And the group classes are starting to grow over time. I'm getting more and more people as the classes go on. So I must be doing something right. But anyway, that's just an example of how you need to start to think and feel as that person. It's not thinking and feeling as a millionaire. That's a very generic and not very direct way of thinking. What is the business or job you could do to become a millionaire? That is the thing you take action on. That is the thing you start to think and feel as. So I thank you for watching this one. And I'm going to link at the end of the video. I highly recommend this one, a very powerful video that I made on starting to transform your life to become your best self. And I talk about getting into making a drum channel and getting into becoming a fitness instructor, which are two passions of mine. And I started to leave the old belief system that I'm only good enough to be a truck driver now. I'm good enough to be a YouTuber and a teacher that helps people discover the best version of themselves So I highly recommend watching this video. Thank you for watching.